Hello guys, this is the first day of Chloe Ting 14 days right challenge. The link for it is in the description. Also, I'm gonna put in the link for her channel so you can subscribe to her as well. And I'm gonna tell you how today was for me. How was the day? How am I? Okay, so the first thing, I'm pretty tired. It was hard for me to get the exercises into my day. I'm so lucky. Well, I started the challenge on Sunday because my husband is at home and he could take care of the baby, so I could prepare the meals and I could exercise. And it feels like I've been cooking all day. I've been preparing a lot of meals and I'm gonna eat them in the next 14 days. Some of them I have for like 2 or 3 days. I always cook a bigger batch and I can eat it several days. Also, my husband's gonna eat some, you know. So what was my day? I am so bad at vlogging. I've never done this. So there's a lot of like YouTube fitness gurus, people who recommend the apple cider vinegar for drinking when you are trying to lose weight. It should like help you with your metabolism. I have no idea. I have never heard about apple cider vinegar before. I hear stuff. There is someone behind the door. Probably just going to the bathroom. Anyway, I've never heard about apple cider vinegar before, and I bought some and I tried some just raw, and it's really strong. It tastes like a vinegar with apple flavor. That's exactly how it tastes like. I'm not gonna be doing the 1 spoon before meals a day, but I can actually put it in my drink. I actually like the taste of it. I could drink it every day, but there's some certain amount. With everything you eat or drink, there is some amount that's good for you, and if you eat or drink too much, it's not good for you anymore. So they are just recommendations that you should have 1 to 2 spoons of the apple cider vinegar a day, and I could actually put it in all my drinks because I drink water mostly, but even in other drinks. I'm gonna give you the recipes in a minute, but I shouldn't. So for today I've got some frozen melon. I've put it in the water. I added 2 spoons of apple cider vinegar, and I've added some sparkling water. And with the sparkling water you should be careful because it can make you float.
Time to float.
You know, you're gonna fart a lot and your tummy is gonna hurt. So I've put like half of the water was tap water and the other half was sparkling water, so it was just slightly sparkling and it was so good. This is my favorite summer drink of all times. I have never had favorite summer drink, but if I've had one, this is what it would be. This is what it should be. It's really good. It's cold because the melon is frozen. It's sweet because of the melon. It's sour because of the apple cider vinegar, and it makes it like really fresh, like freshening. I like it a lot. You can try it and let me know in the comments. Today's recipe is gonna be for a main meal. This is the chicken with mushrooms and rice, or you can make mushroom risotto out of that. Anyway, this is really easy. I got this recipe from my grandmother, and it's diet, it's easy, I love it. You will love it as well. You will see. So what do I need for that? I need some, just a little bit of butter. That's not necessary, but I like it. Onion. I chopped like 2 small onions into this. You can be creative. You can make like the cubes from onion. Can you make cubes from onion? I don't know, the squares. Or you can make, I made these half moons, just because I wanted to have 2 different types, but you can chop it in whatever you want. This is, I've got like 470 grams of chicken breast. This you can also chop into smaller pieces, or you can get the whole chicken. It doesn't matter, the recipe is still the same. Then I have some mushrooms. This is like a handful of dried mushrooms. I put it into water for like 30 minutes so it could soak the water in, and also made some mushroom water. And then I have this was what was left from the first mushrooms I made for lunch, but I'm gonna give you the recipe for that tomorrow. Now how to do it: you get the baking pan, either you put on some butter just so anything wouldn't get stuck on the bottom, or you can put in the baking paper if you don't want to use the butter. Then you put in the onion and the mushrooms, and it's really up to you if you want to put everything on the bottom and the chicken breast or the chicken on the top, or if you want to put the chicken on the bottom and everything on the top. I like to put it halfway through, just so I have some mushrooms on top of the chicken and some mushrooms underneath it, so it would really suck the mushroom taste into the meat. When you put everything in, I always put in some of the mushroom water. I always put in a lot of the mushroom water because I like the chicken to be like half cooked, half baked. It's really soft after that. Then the meat is really soft if you make it this way. I put in the salt and pepper and cumin. That's all. I cover it with aluminum foil and put it into the oven for 180 degrees, and you bake it in the oven for about, I don't know, 30 to 40 minutes. You have to check it every time. It depends on how big are the chunks of meat. If you cut the meat on small pieces, the meal would be faster. If you have the whole chicken in, you would have to leave it in the oven for like hour and a half. I don't know. It depends on the oven. In our oven, it would be hour and a half. In the meantime, while the chicken is cooking, you can put some rice into the water. I always put the rice on the wooden, I don't know what it's called. Let me know in the comments how do you call this, so I can just pick it up and I don't have to try finding the rice in the water. And the rice is gonna be cooked in 20 minutes, so this is the time when you can do your exercise for the day. Well, at least one of the exercises. When it's cooked, you can just put everything together and mix it to make the risotto, or you can serve it separately, half meat and onions and the rice on the side. It's really good. It's one of my favorite meals. This is the one the whole family enjoys, so I like to make that, and it's really diet. Like if you don't, the most most calories has the rice, because it's like 380 calories per 100 grams. So that's the most calories you have in the whole meal. So I think that's pretty good. So if you want to have dieting meal, so you can get like 50 grams of rice with a lot of mushrooms and with a lot of meat, and it's perfectly diet. And I'm gonna give you one more recipe for today. I hope I'm not gonna run out of recipes until the end of the challenge, but I want to make sure that I'm gonna say this at the first time. I've made for me some snacks. I've got a lot of fruit. I got peaches. I got strawberries, blueberries, currants. It's ribis in Czech. What else did I got? Yeah, some pears, and I tried half of the banana to put in the mix. And I've made this little. We have these little cups from the baby's food. I'm gonna show you. I have it over here. Yeah, this is freezer, by the way. So we have these little cups. I've put some fruits in. I just covered it, and I put it in freezer. And it means I have this light snack. Oh yeah, and I put some melon in. You can see that now. You can have this light icy snack. You can eat anytime you want. Just grab it out of the freezer, and you know, with the fruits. I'm gonna give this back. I covered some of them with Jello, and I put it in the fridge. I tried to put them in the freezer as well, but when the Jello unfreezes, it lets out a lot of water and it doesn't taste good, so don't do that. If you want to cover it with Jello, just use the fresh fruit and leave it in the fridge. It will stay for a few days. Also, the bananas go brown, so probably not a good idea to put in the bananas. So there you have it. I tried it for you. You don't have to try it with your bananas and your Jello. You just put the fruit in some container and put it in the freezer. We have the currant in the freezer for like the whole year. Each summer we get it from our garden, we freeze it, and then we can eat it through the whole year. And when you want ice cream, it's better to have this frozen fruit. About the exercises, I'm getting really tired. I don't know how I'm gonna make it. I think I'm gonna have to take a nap in the middle of the day so I can get back some of the energy, because my life is like high energy consuming. Maybe that's our son is high energy consuming because he's really active. I'm glad that he's such an energetic baby, but it's something it really consumes a lot of energy. I think that's all for today. I think I said everything. I think I said too much. Anyway, don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to smash that like button, which is what I said right now. Yeah, I really wanted the like. And subscribe, because tomorrow I'm gonna give a recipe for the filled mushrooms, which I had for lunch today, and they were awesome. That became my favorite, one of my favorite recipes of all times. So don't forget to check it out. Okay, bye bye.